the other way. I haven't met any super hardcore vegans before. But you're right, they're out there for sure. I've luckily never met anyone who was that rude. Most of them are pretty laid back. Or I did have this one friend, it was my college boyfriend's best friend. She actually, whenever she went to a party, she would always bring a lunch pack with her, and she was very sweet about it. She's like, "Oh, I'm vegan. I know that makes really difficult for me." She might have had like low blood sugar problems too. So she always brought her own sack lunch or a little bento box anywhere she went, so that she wouldn't have to inconvenience anyone and she could still eat. And it's kind of sad or frustrating that she had to do that, but yeah. I end up eating vegetarian food semi-frequently due to my mom, and that's because she can't digest meat. Maxie. Okay. I'm the opposite. I can't digest carbs, so I eat. I try not to eat an excessive amount of meat. I try to eat I don't know. I more or less follow a keto-like diet, but I can't eat starchy carbs, and I can't eat really complex, dense carbs like nuts. And brown rice is not good for me. White rice is even not good for me. Obviously, ramen noodles was a bad idea. But yeah, I'm the opposite. I can eat all the meat in the world, but I am not very good when it comes to eating carbs, which is funny because I went most of my life not really eating carbs too much, and I wonder if that's what saved me for so many years. Then when I started being a food and drink streamer, I started eating tons of carbs, and that's when I found out I'm really not good with carbs. I'll say though, it's a lot easier to serve than even a few years ago. Plant-based meats are getting widespread to find, or are getting widespread to find. Yeah, I think I'm gonna go with some. I don't know if we want to do like a Wait, are we doing a? She asked me to do a Korean barbecue, didn't she? Oh, everything I just said for the past 15 minutes is bullshit. I'm pretty sure my sister asked me to do a Korean barbecue. That's like a lot of... fuck it. We're still doing a hybrid. We still know there's a lot of vegetarians and vegans coming, so we're going to do Korean barbecue with an excessive amount of vegetarian and a few vegetarian side dishes, and we're going to do vegan cupcakes, or maybe I'll order vegan cupcakes. But we're still going to do some vegan options just because I know there's a lot of fucking vegans. And I want to make them happy. And I'm getting shit everywhere. Pickle Rick, welcome in. How are you? Nice to see you. Mini tacos would be good. Yeah, that's what she had at the... She had mini tacos at the engagement party. And I think they used portobello mushrooms in place of meat. It was actually really good. I think she also had something that resembled a caprese on a stick, but obviously it couldn't be a caprese because that was not actual mozzarella, but it was some sort of tofu that really resembled mozzarella, so it was actually pretty good. So for a party, vegan meatballs in a barbecue sauce seems like a low-hanging fruit. Oh, I like that idea. I like that idea a lot. I also think you could do, God, what else was there? There was a bunch of kale salads and stuff. Having a big-ass salad, that's a pretty good one too. My birthday's today. Pickle Rick, congratulations on your birthday. Hope everything is going well. What did you do for your birthday? Welcome in. It's nice to see you. Herpes birthday. Cabeza is giving you all the love and wishing you a happy birthday. That's Cabeza's special way of saying happy birthday. Should I fill these up more? I feel like I should fill them up more. We'll go around once and then we'll go back and do more. How many does this make? I think it makes 24 per single batch, and we doubled the batch, so I think it's going to make 48. I might have made too much, but that's okay. If worse comes to worse, we can donate the extra cornbread muffins, to the homeless shelter. I made them chili last week, so I don't know what would go. I don't know what would go with cornbread besides. What's that one? Besides chili, because that's usually what we serve it with. I could do baked beans. I don't know. If we do donate these, I don't want to do chili 2 weeks in a row, though. My birthday today. Yes, Pickle Rick, I did hear that. Congratulations. Happy birthday. I hope you had a fun, festive time. Hope you got some tasty food to eat. That is the best thing to do on one's birthday, in my opinion. Eat delicious food. For my birthday, we went out to a really nice restaurant that I only go to once a year. and it was pretty fucking fun. We got to go with Suki, my mod who came into town, and we ordered all of the things, and it was delicious. I'd be curious to know what Armageddon thinks of that restaurant. Going to the club, my buddy's club. Well, that sounds fun, Pickle Rick. Good. Mujadara is probably my favorite vegetarian dish. Is that an Indian restaurant or an Indian dish? It sounds very Indian to me. Does it have spinach in it? Or am I thinking something else? Some Indian food would be really fun to do because I feel like there's a fair amount of vegetarian dishes available. We do that. A lot of Indian food. I don't know people who doesn't like Indian food. You could do a chili with no meat. For the longest time, I thought regular chili was made with no meat, and they just a few years ago, it's brought to my attention that regular chili does in fact have meat in it. What did you put in your chili, Maxie? If you didn't put, so we've had many heated debates on chili in this stream before, and most of the people say that the main ingredient in a chili is ground beef, because one time I added on stream, I added beans to my chili, and a whole bunch of Texans started yelling at me, and they're like, in Texas, we don't put beans in our chili. And I was like, in Seattle, when we're feeding lots of people, we throw beans in as a filler. But apparently Texas-style chili, no beans. And if you don't have beans and you don't have meat, I have no idea what goes in your chili. Pickle Rick, that sounds good. Regular chili, oh yeah. Just beans in the chili, because your mom, okay, that makes sense. That makes sense. So I think I would get yelled at if I made a chili that was just beans. That's basically the opposite of a Texan chili. What's the opposite of Texas? Rhode Island? Would that be a Rhode Island chili? I can't think of what's the opposite of Texas. But Texas being one of the biggest states, Rhode Island being one of the smallest ones, I'm saying that would be a Rhode Island one. Real chili has no beans. Yeah, that's what everyone's telling me. I missed some stuff. Suki's saying the bread and that soup. Oh my God, the soup was amazing. It's funny. We had like Wagyu beef and shit, and I agree with Suki. The broth of that soup was like one of the best things I've ever put in my mouth. And the bread is always good there. They hire this one specialized chick. All she does is make the bread. And the cool thing is if you get a good waiter, he brings you as much bread as you want. It's awesome. Oh, so good. Yeah, I love that place. It's Indian with variants all over the subcontinent with Arabic varieties. Let's go. Bales knows what's up. Bales does know what's up. I have a fun. Okay, Pickle Rick, that's awesome. Delaware chili, maybe Delaware chili. Delaware chili, all beans, no meat. Are we going to piss off people from Delaware for saying that? Okay, this is ready to go in. They're filled up. Fair amount, but not all the way. I gotta rinse this too, because it is like got cornmeal stuff all over it. Bye, Pickle Rick. Have a wonderful time clubbing with your buddy. It's probably why she made the chili option Thursday. She knew I would yell at her. Not only would Armageddon yell at me, I would get yelled at by a couple others as well. We have a couple Texans in chat, and all of them do not appreciate it when I put beans in the chili. I will say though, in my defense, I'm feeding like 30 people out of my own pocket, although chat does help sometimes with the bits and subs do help. But it's still expensive to feed that many people every week, and so I was going for an economical meal. We put beans as a filler in our chili, and nobody complains. All right, how long does this go in for? Bake for 15 minutes until golden brown. Computer, set 15-minute muffin timer, please. Cornbread muffins going in. Now is the time we reheat the chili. Which, I'm sorry, I have to reheat it, but, or that it's not made from scratch. The reason is because I need my husband to eat up all of the leftovers before he starts his new diet. We are going to go with the Korean stoneware pot because that's my favorite. I love it. I love Korean stoneware pots. Easy to clean. They're sexy. They're awesome. They're economical. And I just grew up around them, so I'm totally used to them. Rockman is a pup. Yep, exclamation point dog. That's my doggers. She's a sweetie. Her name is Lana. She's 8 years old. And oh my fuck, I'm so sorry. Who redeemed the Cook for Lana? We got to do that. Okay, we'll put the balance food over there. We have to do Cook for Lana. I'm so sorry. Charles. Charles did a channel point redemption, cook for Lana. I got carried away. Sorry. All right. Cook for Lana. Almost every single night we have the channel point redemption cook for my dog. And so it's an egg, and then for the protein, we're gonna use my toddler's leftovers. So, what did she not eat? She was really full. She snacked a lot. So Lana's gonna get bits of hot dog and chicken. Pickle Rick, I don't have a girlfriend. It's okay, Pickle Rick, I don't have a girlfriend either. We can be girlfriendless together. I don't have a girlfriend either. There we go. Texas chili is more of a meat sauce. Wait, are you saying I could put Texas chili on some noodles? Can you make a lasagna with Texas chili? If so, I'm totally down for this. All right, I think I can close the close-up cam. Yeah, all right. Sorry, my stovetop's dirty again. At least it's not black this time, but I have not had a chance to clean it. This is a lot of protein for the dog. I think it's almost too much meat. All right, so usually she gets an egg, a little bit of protein, whatever my daughter didn't eat for dinner or my son didn't eat for dinner, and then we top it with cheese. But because she's getting double meat, we're gonna hold off on the cheese. Yeah, we don't want her to gain too much weight. I have gained weight since streaming. My dog has gained weight from streaming. Everyone in my family has gained weight from streaming. So let's be a little bit more conscientious, shall we? Yeah, you totally could. Yeah, wait. Texas chili, yeah. It's awesome that you're doing food for the less fortunate. Oh, thank you, Bales. I was very, very lucky to find the place that we do it at. Oh, I forgot I put bacon in here too. So because I started streaming to overcome my fear of public speaking, I was just streaming for the fuck of it. And then we kept having too much food. Like, I would say I was going to do something on stream and then we didn't have time, so I still have leftover groceries, and I couldn't find a food bank to deliver it to. And so in the process of looking for a food bank, I found a homeless shelter that took hot cooked meals every single day of the week. And so I signed up for us in the AFK kitchen to do it every single Thursday, and people got really behind it. And so we started using all of our bits and subs, one-handed, to help pay for it. Usually it's the containers. That's actually one of the most expensive things, is all the containers used to feed all the people. So at the peak, there was, I think it was 65 or 70 people that we fed every week, but now we're down to 30, so it's not nearly as stressful. But it's a lot of people to feed every week. But we're getting better every week with the logistics and the timing and everything. But it is, it's definitely one of the things I think everyone in chat enjoys the most about stream. And it's also a channel point redemption where you can save up all your points and you can pick the menu for the homeless shelter. So Sean Luke chose, we're doing a barbecue brisket with a cranberry compote cheesecake. And then I think there's also a side dish. I can't remember what the side dish is. But we're probably going to do that next week since I'm still in recovery mode. But yeah, that is pretty fun. So yeah, you can, people donate bits and subs to help pay for the containers to feed the shelter. And you can also save up your points to pick the menu for the shelter. It's pretty fun. Can you teach me how to do a girlfriend? Absolutely not, Pickle Rick. Look up people on Ask Jeeves. There you go. Yeah, charity is a huge part of the stream. They do weekly donation servings of food and significant monetary donation to St. Jude's. Oh yeah, especially we have some other fun things in here. If you make me cry happy tears on stream, or my husband, or both of us, we will donate $100 to St. Jude Children's Hospital each, if that happens. And I think we have a bet going with Armagedd's. If he beats my husband in StarCraft 2, we owe $1,000 to St. Jude's. And if Patrick Warburton ever sends me a personal message, I will donate $1,000 to St. Jude's as well. Kathy, what was the channel only contribution? Not the whole GCS? Oh yeah, so us in the AFK kitchen, we raised $50,000 last year for St. Jude Children's Hospital. From the Good Cause Crusaders, I think we were right around $200,000 for the year. And in this kitchen alone, we raised $50,000 last year. It's kind of a crazy year. Yeah, I stopped counting now. How are you good to go? I have no idea what that means. You're doing amazing! if you are or were having a fear of public speaking, well, I streamed every single day for 365 days straight, so I definitely got better. There was a lot of alcohol involved. But after a while, I was able to do it without drinking, and your girl is currently 100% sober, and I'm just drinking tea. But yeah, I still get nervous in public settings when I have to like look people in the eyes and practice better social skills. But I'm a lot better on stream at least. It took like, I don't know, 7 months to be able to do it, but I am getting better. Thank you. I'm glad that you don't think I'm incredibly awkward, because I think I'm incredibly awkward. But thank you, I appreciate that. He's a spammer! Yeah, probably. I don't know, I was gonna wait to see until it got really weird, but that's probably for the best, Boo. Thank you, Boo. Heart you. Surprised you didn't fuck with him more. What exactly is a spammer? Is that just someone who's, I don't know, trolly though? Yeah, a little, I would say troll-only? I think troll-only. 50K or more, yeah, I was definitely over it. Problem solved, there you go, Boo. Boo is a fixer. He's a problem solver. Not Now says, I'm holding on to beef tongue waiting for you to do that meal. Does it have to be a meal redemption? Not now. No, it doesn't have to be a meal redemption. I just have to dig a beef tongue up out of the downstairs freezer. What do you want to make? Not now. Remind me, what are we making? I'll write on the what's over there. Or I could put it on the calendar. What are we making? I remember people wanting me to, where's my stir? I took it out. Oh, I put it in this one. Okay. It's fine. This needs some water. It has thickened up too much. I remember people wanting me to use beef tongue, but I don't remember what we were doing. Are we doing tacos? You want to do beef tongue tacos? And the thing about beef tongue is if I use it, I'm the only one in my family who's going to eat it. My husband, who grew up on the beef farm, he doesn't even eat, beef tongue, really. One time I mixed it into his chili, and he was like, why did that chili taste weird? It had a funny texture, and I was like, because it had beef tongue in it, and he was very irritated with me. But I'm down to make it. I just need to know what we should make. I mean, yes, if you do it as a channel point redemption, it bumps it to the top of the queue. But also, if I just feel like a good day for it, yeah. Something for Lana. It was weird, yeah. How are the space balls? They're pretty good. They're pretty Spaceballs, the chili, Spaceballs, the cornbread, has 6 more minutes. And then I'll probably cut up a cantaloupe too. Beef tongue is so fun. Beef tongue is good. I like the texture. I don't know how other people cut it. Do you cut the taste buds off and then cook it? Or do you do the thing where you cook it and then it just peels right off? There's like 2 methods of it. I think last time I did it, I cleaned the meat first and then cooked it. But I heard that if you just keep it whole, it's a lot easier to clean it after it's been cooked. Kind of like potatoes. Some people do that with potatoes too. Let's make a soup. You guys want to make a beef tongue soup? We can do beef tongue soup. That's a pretty good idea. Meatball missed opportunity. Wait, what? How are the Spaceballs? We did that last year. Last year on the anniversary of the movie Spaceballs, we made Spaceballs. They were meatballs. We did that last year. I was trying to mix it up. Also, I was lazy. We could do something for Lana. That's a good idea, too. Yeah. Let's make a soup. Woo. We could do... Actually, that's a great idea, Armageddon. And nudes. We can do a beef tongue soup, and then the leftover beef tongue that I can't eat, we can use for Lana's channel point redemptions. Sometimes I forget I have the dog as a garbage disposal. You're absolutely right. What would that? Yeah, beef tongue soup or stew sounds like a good idea. I've heard great stuff about tongue. Tongue is great. It's got good flavor. It's very texture. Rewarming it, though, and not making it. Rewarming it, though, not making it. Okay, we can do that. The spiky part, just eat it. You eat the... It's like leather. It's like stabby leather. I don't think you can eat the... Can you? Well, okay. I hadn't... When I took the top of the tongue off, it wasn't cooked yet. Does it soften up when you cook it? I mean, if it softens up, then hell yeah, let's go. Okay, that looks pretty warm. We're going to keep this on a simmer, and then when the cornbread's done, we'll serve it all together. This is delicious because there's bacon in it. I love the bacon part. All right, so we don't have to keep the close-up cam on. Boop. There we go. How many different animal tongues can you get a hold of? Shadow, I know what you're thinking. Only beef tongue. I've never seen pig tongue. I don't even know if fish have tongues. Oh, yeah, they have tongues. No, I only can get beef tongue. Oh, Shadow. Oh, Shadow, you and your dirty channel point redemptions. Lana's funny, she got her eye on you like no tomorrow. Yeah, it's because she's waiting for her food. Okay. Can you say, thank you, Charles, for my channel point redemption? Thank you. Yeah. All right, Lana says thank you. Yeah, she's super, ooh, that's too high. The issue that is that most animals don't have large tongues, so it's not worth it. Yeah, it's odd though because the cow tongue is huge. A lot of animals have cheeks though, right? The cheeks are delicious. Salmon cheek, pig cheek. I know there's beef cheek, but I've never gotten the butcher didn't offer that as an option. It'll be interesting to see the next time that we go and buy a cow if the next butcher will be able to give me more cuts, because I know in America you're not allowed to sell beef lung, so that's out of the question. But they might be able to do beef cheek. There was another thing chat asked me to get that's not a standard cut. I don't know. I told our previous butcher, give me every freaking part of the cow. If you can butcher it and wrap it up and it's edible, give it to me. I didn't get the eyeballs, man. Is cow eyeballs a thing? I don't even know if cow eyeballs is a thing. But I feel like there's a lot of parts he could have given me. But I don't think the American butchers don't do tripe and stuff like that very often. Usually you have to get that frozen at the market. But yeah. Maybe just pork tongue. I've never seen pork tongue before. I saw pig's blood one time at H Mart. I've never seen tongue. I've seen ear. I've seen skin. I've seen a lot. I've seen pig skin. Never seen beef skin. That's kind of weird though. But I've never seen pork tongue. Yeah. Let me buy tongue and get back to you, lols. Yeah, most of them don't have big tongues. Maybe pork tongue. Oh, there's horse's tongue. I've never seen that. I've never seen horse tongue before at a market. And I'm not going to spend money on horse. If it magically appears in front of me because we're like at a restaurant and someone else orders it and offers me a bite, I'll take a bite of it. I heard actually horse is very delicious. Not really where I want to put my money though. Duck tongue at the Asian market. I haven't seen duck tongue yet. Granted, Bales is probably right. I go to the Korean market a lot. So there's a lot of like seafood, like specialty seafood and stuff like that. And there's goat and stuff too. But I think if I'm going to get more novelty cuts of land animals, that's more of the Chinese market. So I could go to the Chinese market. And I believe, yeah, if I go to the Chinese market, which here we call it Ranch 99, or some people call it 99 Ranch. But I think they might have it there. I'm just not as adept at the Chinese market as I am the Korean and Japanese market. Also, I can't read most Chinese characters at all, but I'm pretty good at Japanese and Korean. And by pretty good, I mean mostly just Korean, a little bit Japanese. Can't a cow lick the top of their nose or something? Yeah, they're long. Like a beef tongue, I shit you not, is like this long and it's like this wide. It's bigger than a pork tenderloin. A beef tongue is bigger than a pork tenderloin. Well, I stand corrected at being the size, I stand corrected at the size being a thing with duck tongue. Is it like this big? Is a duck tongue like this big? I'm guessing a duck tongue is like the size of a brat. Now that you said that, I would have thought it was really small, but since Armageddon is surprised, I'm guessing it's the size of a brat. I saw mutton testicles. So they sell Rocky Mountain oysters here, which is beef testicles. But again, not something I can get a hold of easily. I have one specialty butcher that's not too far from my house, but he carries a lot of specialty beef cuts. Computer.
Your muffin timer is done.
Computer. Off. And then also, because he's Muslim, he doesn't carry like pork products. And the one time he had like 1 pack of bacon. But he does have a lot of halal things if I ever want to get anything halal. The butcher up the street does that. But he mostly does beef. Like he does a lot of beef, a little bit of elk, a little bit of game meats. But Armageddon sent me a link of someone, or a place that's only 30 minutes from my house. And they do pickups or curbside pickup Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. So I'm thinking about getting some wild boar ribs for one of our barbecue streams. Pretty excited about wild boar ribs. It's an ongoing joke here in the kitchen. If you don't know, my husband has a thing for wild boars. So I think we're going to do some boar ribs. I'll have to, I just don't know how much it's going to be, how expensive it's going to be. I have to like drive while the kids are at preschool. So I'll have to go 30 minutes there, pick up, and 30 minutes back. I hopefully can make it while they're in preschool because their preschool is only like 2 hours long. But I think I can pull it off. So we'll get boar meat and whatever other fun things they have. We've done rabbit on stream. We've done crocodile on stream. We've done camel on stream. We did a spider one time. I ate a tarantula. It was already dead. And then I incinerated it for some reason. That was stupid. But yeah. Ooh, muffins are done. Muffins are done. But yeah, I want to get some more novelty meats. I heard the rattlesnake in the can is one of the most terrible things ever. So I kind of want to do that just to see what it's like. Ooh, you look sexy. Oh yeah, get some sexy ass muffins. All right. Give you guys a second to chill. Yes. Is it too early to flip them? Probably not. Okay. 1, 2, 3, flip. There you go. It's like a channel point redemption trying to get this. Woo! Hey, they came out. Nice. Well, most of them came out. Okay, while these are cooling, let's make my husband's cornbread thing waffle shenanigans. Shenanigans heard. Don't eat horse, for sure. 99 Ranch. What? It is Ranch 99. Okay, legally, the name is 99 Ranch. Nobody calls it Ranch 99. At least some of my friends do. How long and how wide? For what? I'm sorry, went on a tangent. I think I heard some comedian talking about seeing a barrel full of duck vaginas at the Asian market. That's an odd specialty. I think that's a comedian being weird. It was probably something like duck feet or duck tongue or chicken knees. And they're just like, that's a random body part of a poultry animal. But I think that's a comedian being weird. I don't think there's duck vaginas. Can you get beef balls from the in-laws? That's Rocky Mountain oysters, right? That is what Rocky Mountain oysters are. But no, my in-laws, the butcher didn't offer that. That wasn't what I talked to the butcher and I was like, give me every cut you have. And then I was asking for I think I asked for something strange and like, oh, we don't do that. And I was like, okay, what can you do? No, they don't do Rocky Mountain oysters. I tried. Yeah, there was something else, and I didn't think it was that weird. And I think it was like tripe or something like that. And they're like, nah, we don't do that. I was like, okay. They're only readily available in a couple countries in Europe and Asia where it's not illegal. There's often a big taboo or stigma associated with it. Yep. Pasture? Is that what you're doing there, Armageddon? Pasture? What do you mean pasture? No. Horse? Horse. Yes, horse that's like supposed to be a delicacy. I heard in China, donkey is a thing, and apparently it's really good. Apparently donkey is like more delicious than beef, and donkey being very closely related to the horse. Again, I would eat it if someone so I'm not being rude. If it was offered to me, as a delicacy, I would eat it, but I would not go out of my way to order it. Not quite my face. Okay, so this is plugged in. There's no on button. Ooh, I feel it warm already. So then we need the little spray oil. Somebody broke the light in the pantry. It doesn't turn on anymore. I don't know. Maybe I just have to replace the light. I don't know. Okay, this is going. That's going. Ooh, we got to put our little dish out. Where's our little dish? It's like the little hot plate that you put that on. So we got the hot plate from the hubs. Is that hot? Yeah, it's still pretty hot. We'll just put this over here then. Yeah. We self-do the rest of the honey, and I want to cut up a cantaloupe. Right? Yeah. I don't have any other fruit for the kids. I mean, I have some apples and bananas and a couple clementines, but I think we have to cut up my kids like melon, so I think we're going to cut up that cantaloupe too. I would eat it, but I want to ask for seconds. That is right. I would not kick a horse out of bed. Wait, it didn't come out right. Yeah. I would eat it, but I wouldn't ask for seconds. Is the quote of you wouldn't kick it out of bed. Like, yeah. Not everyone gets that conversation. Schizo. Oh, this is a fun name. I like the spelling is hilarious. Welcome and thank you so much for the follow. Welcome. Hope you're having a wonderful day. We're making cornbread waffles with chili and cornbread. I guess I can flip these now, right? How hot are you? Ooh, kind of hot, not too hot. Ooh, not too hot. Ooh, the foil ones are way hotter. Why do these come with foil? Does the foil help cook them more evenly? Because it slips right out of the foil. What's the point of the foil? I don't know. Okay, some of these have foil, some of these don't. I eat horse before donkey. I would eat donkey before horse. Is that weird? Am I the weird one? I don't think any of us are weird. I think we all have our own opinions. I bought the XO herb container I saw you use. Incredible! Not now. I'm so glad you got it. Yeah, isn't it great? I have converted an entire shelf in the AFK fridge just using multiple different sizes and shapes of the XO green saver containers. I love them. And I will buy groceries because I'm like, oh, we're going to need this. And I try to get all my groceries at once. But then stuff happens and you don't end up using it as soon as you would like. And I can't tell you how much money I save now that I have those savers, because sometimes it'll take me like a week to get to that salad I prepped. But since it's in the saver things, it's still nice and fresh. I do like it. It's not immortal though. Like, things will eventually die in it. I think I one time had cilantro in there for 3 weeks. It was very dead by the time I got to it. Are you cool? Well, you're still a little hot, but you're mostly cool. We can. Oh, it's funny. The aluminum pan cooled faster than the other one. What up, Mitty? Welcome in. How are you? We're making Melon some cornbread waffles and hopefully not spraying the shit out of my keyboard and mouse. Which put you right there. Scoot you over there. All right, here we go. Woo, you hot. All right. I don't know if I'm doing this right, but here we go. Okay. That's as far as it reaches. Huh? Like this. Oh, Lana, did you hear something cooking? So like that. How many scoops? I probably should just gotten a ladle. Why am I using another scooper? I feel like an idiot. Oh well, too late. This idiot is committed. All right. And then I think when that light goes off, it's ready or something like that. I'm not quite sure. Oh wow, I just had a flashback about us talking about how burritos are like donkeys. Oh no, that was a long time ago. I remember that, cabeza. I wouldn't eat horses, Tony B. I wouldn't eat horse like I wouldn't eat cat or a dog. I wouldn't eat a cat. I wouldn't eat a dog. And I don't think I'd eat a horse. I agree. I'm not comfortable eating cats, dogs, or horses. But I've heard, no, I've never heard anyone say dog is absolutely delicious. But I've heard people say donkey is absolutely delicious. So I kind of want to eat it, but I'm not quite sure. Donkey is like crossbred horses. Yeah. I'm not saying the other one that I'm very uncomfortable with is turtle. I don't want to eat turtle soup. I know it's a delicacy in a lot of places. I really don't like the idea of eating a turtle. But again, if I was traveling abroad and it was put in front of me, I would eat it. Yeah, actually, I almost think if I was in certain, I don't know. Dog is the really hard one for me. I don't think anyone eats cats. I've never heard of a country that ate cat. I think they're too small. But dog is still considered a delicacy in some places. And I don't know. I would not like it. I wouldn't eat a whole serving. I would have a bite, maybe. Pigeon? I'd eat a pigeon, yeah. Horses aren't cuddly. They're terrifying monsters. I'm okay with it. Horses are pretty terrifying. They're very large. And so it's also the thought of like in a zombie apocalypse, would you eat it? In a zombie apocalypse, hell yeah, I'd eat my horse. In a zombie apocalypse, I would eat my cat. I don't have a cat, but I would eat my cat. In a zombie apocalypse, I love my dog. I'd eat my dog. In a zombie apocalypse, if we're starving, all bets are off. I'd eat a cricket. I'd eat many, many bugs. I'd eat cicadas. Yeah, I don't know. When you gotta eat, you gotta eat. Sugi's going to bed. Have a great night, everyone. Night, night, my moon and my stars. My moon and my stars. Night, 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 night. Kamira says, you've been around the wrong ones. As a kid, I used to sleep with horses in their stalls. Yeah, Cabeza is also just being silly. Oh my God, it's overflowing. A little bit more. Cabeza is just being Cabeza as well. I think, yeah, a lot of horses are pretty nice creatures. I'm not saying I want to eat a horse. I'm not pro horse eating. Especially if it's in the States. If it's in the States, none of this is going on. I'm talking about if I traveled abroad and I'm a guest in someone's home, or a guest takes me to a fine, authentic, local restaurant and they put that in front of me, I'm not going to stick my nose up at it. That is a very un-Kathy-like thing to do. I I will do whatever I need to do. But actually know a story of a friend who went to a country, and it was a very impoverished country, and they were out in the country, like in the country part of the country, and because they were American, the people there were trying to do their best to make them feel comfortable and at home, and so they gave my friend cereal and milk for breakfast because they tried so hard and they spent a lot of money to do this for my friend, and the milk was like bad. Like it wasn't curdled, but it was definitely spoiled, and the cereal was like really, really stale. My friend ate the entire freaking bowl of it because he didn't want to be rude. He appreciated what they were doing. He ate an entire bowl of stale cornflakes with spoiled milk because he didn't want to be a rude guest. I like my friend. I would have done the same thing. I would have been like, yeah, it tastes a little different than at home, but thank you so much for doing it. And if they said, do you want a second bowl? I'd be like, oh no, I'm so full, or something like that. Yeah. In the EU, they served horse meat as beef and got in trouble. It was a few years ago. Yeah, it was all over the news here in the States too. All over the news because then there was like the whole IKEA with the meatball scandal and stuff like that. I agree. I don't like eating horses. I don't think I want to eat a horse ever, but in certain situations I would. If I was a guest, in someone's home, and if we're in a zombie apocalypse and I had no other choice. Okay, I made one. Should I make more? It smells really good. Okay. I'll make one more. We got the griddle out and everything. And then we'll serve this to my husband. I think I'm going to serve it to him with the pancakes. And then if he's not a fan of the pancakes, I got the cornbread. I think the way that this thing is cooking the pancakes, it makes it a little bit denser, where I think he likes the fluffiness of the muffins. So maybe I'll give him one of this and one of those. Is probably how I'll go. Half being silly, I met horse at an ex's mom's house, and they just let them out with no warning, and they came running at me in a hurry. I was scared as fuck. Yeah, I went horseback riding in Hawaii for when we got married, and my horse was a dick. It was rideable, but it was like a bitch to all the other horses and like kept biting them and stuff. Yeah, I had a dick horse, but it's still fun to ride. Had any host give you a shark fin or bird's nest soup? I have not had bird's nest soup before. I don't travel very often, but again, if a bird's nest soup was given to me, I'd eat it. If a shark fin soup was given to me, unfortunately, I would eat it. And if what is it called? From the Philippines? What is it called? The egg where the baby fetus is still inside of it. Balut? I would eat balut. If balut was given to me. Like if we're at a restaurant and they suggest, oh, do you want to try some balut? I would probably politely pass. But if they ordered balut and gave it to me, I would eat it. I would totally eat balut. Thank you, Tony B. I would totally eat balut. Yeah. Not anything I want to go out of my way to eat. But again, if I'm a guest in someone's home, I'm not going to turn down anything they give me. Like, doesn't matter. And I have a very strong, like when it comes to gag reflex, I have a very strong stomach. I can swallow almost anything. Read into that how you will. But I can swallow pretty much anything. So yeah. Even if in my mind I'm like all the moral complications, I'll still swallow. Yeah. Oh, Tony says I've had it. How was it? I heard it's crunchy. Yeah. Now has also had blue ones. Yeah, it's not something I want to eat, but I will eat it. So there's another thing Koreans have. It's called a pundegi, which is silkworm, not larva. It's the pupa. It's a pupa. It's a silkworm pupa, and it comes in a can. I believe it's seasoned, and it is a ingredient used in some Korean cooking. My mom, I think, has had it before, maybe as a child, but she thinks it's the grossest thing ever. Even my mom won't eat it, but I got a can of it just for funsies. We're gonna use it for some sort of if I lose a bet with chat, or if we're doing like a big charity milestone, that's when I ate the tarantula, because we made a real spider roll. So it was a Japanese spider roll with like soft shell crab, but I put a tarantula in the middle of it and I ate it on stream. It was hilarious. So maybe I'll eat the silkworm pupa as a channel point thing as well. But it's just sitting there. Oh, I want balut once. Yeah, I think balut's one of those things, like if you're like me and most of your bucket list is food, it's one of those things like, yeah, I'll eat it once. But yeah, I don't know. You trying to be my new father? No, Bricks, I am not trying to be your new father. But that usually readies photon torpedoes when you say things like that. Balut is delicious. Mitty, what does it taste like? I've never checked the seasonings of balut, so I don't know what's in it. I just know some people got a little freaked out about the texture of it, but a lot of people thought I would get freaked out with century egg. Nah, century egg is delicious. The smell was a little weird to me, but yeah, it tastes delicious. The other thing was palt. Old school Swedish palt, which is boiled potatoes and liver, boiled in a bowl with a tiny little piece of salt pork in the middle. Everyone thought I would hate that. I had no problem with it. Yeah. There's different stages of balut. The one I had was not the crunchy stage. Ah, okay. Nana says, I'm Swedish American and I've never had fermented fish dish that is eaten on the holiday. So lutefisk is not that bad. I heard surströmming was worse. So apparently surströmming Raiders. That's my second best raid horn of the night. Welcome in, the unrelated show. How are you? What did you get on with? Welcome in. Nice to see you. Welcome to the AFK kitchen. We're doing Spaceballs the chili, Spaceballs the cornbread, possibly Spaceballs the cantaloupe. Welcome in. Nice to see you guys. How was your stream? What did you guys get on with? Welcome to the AFK kitchen. My name is Kathy. I stream every single day, and I'm on my 472nd stream in a row. Started streaming last year on April 1st, and I haven't stopped. And yeah, we are a charity stream, so all donations will go directly to St. Jude Children's Hospital, and all bits and subs go to feed our local homeless shelter, which half of the cornbread we make tonight is probably going to go there. But welcome in. Nice to meet you guys. Nate, thy mate. Ah, that's a funny name. Thank you so much for coming in with the raid. Welcome in. How are you? Nice to meet you. So Mitty is describing balut. It tastes like a smooth, softer egg with a different texture compared to chicken eggs. Oh, okay, yeah. If it's the non-crunchy version of balut, I feel like that is very easily palatable. Yeah, eggs be eggs, man. Doesn't matter. Eggs, I don't care. Duck eggs, ostrich eggs, chicken eggs, balut eggs, all good. I will say, when it gets crunchy, that's when I'm a little concerned. Cabeza says, Nate, thy mate, thank you so much for the follow. Thank you. You didn't have to do that. Cabeza says, the most bizarre food I've ever heard of involved a small fish being dropped into a live boiling hot broth at the table, but it wasn't boiled alive. There was a chilled piece of tofu dropped in the soup at the same time that the fish suffocated, burying its head into it, trying to escape the heat. That was some article about live foods and shit. Cabeza, I've never heard that one, but I do know the one about the teeny tiny little octopus or squid that are still alive and you eat it and they like wiggle all the way down your throat. One of my Korean aunts is like really into that, and she had a great time doing that. Apparently. And I take after my aunt a lot, even though she's technically my mom's best friend. She's not actually blood related, but she and I get along very well. We love all sorts of exotic food. We'll eat shit that wiggles down your throat, and we like really, really spicy food, and we read too many comic books. I love my aunt. She's awesome. Did you mean January 1st of 2021? Was that last year? Yeah, last year. I didn't say January 1st. I started streaming January 1st of last year. We streamed 365 days straight, and we haven't stopped. Unrelated says, doing great. Played some Elden Ring. Oh my god, that's awesome. How goes the cooking? How goes the Elden Ring? My husband rage quit. We were playing it on stream on the weekends because I don't always cook on the weekends. And I was just gaming with my husband, and he rage quit that game multiple streams in a row, and now he refuses to play it again. I liked it. It was fun. I had a great time with, I wasn't the one driving. I was just the one drinking next to him while he was the one driving the game. We called it Kathy Drinks, Malin Drives. Super fun. How are we doing on the food tonight? We are doing good. So this is actually technically reheated chili because I'm not able to eat a lot right now. So we reheated some chili for my husband. We're making a shit ton of cornbread, and I might cut up a cantaloupe for my kids. But yeah, we're having a really chill stream right now. We got to clean out the fridges because my husband's going to start a new workout and diet regimen prepping for the Ragnar relay. So he's no longer going to be my garbage disposal. So he needs to eat up the rest of the food before he goes on the new diet. And then, yeah, I mostly cook for other people. I don't actually cook for myself very much. The crummy version tastes just, oh wait, the crummy version tastes just like duck. Woohoo! I'm totally down for that. Totally down for taste like duck. What thing will you not eat? Not now. It's a good question. What thing will I not eat? I honestly don't know. I will eat anything once. I will always take what do they call it? A no thank you bite? I'll always take a bite of one, and then if they ask you for more, you're like, oh, no thank you. Like, please no thank you. Yeah, I'll have one bite of pretty much anything. And I can stomach pretty much anything. You said April 1st. My bad. We started streaming January 1st. Thank you. And no, I can't think of a single thing that I will not eat that is technically an edible thing. So if it's a delicacy, meaning people eat it on very special occasions and it's rare or exotic, even monkey brains. Oh, that's the one thing I won't eat. No, that's not true. I'd totally eat that too. I was going to say I won't eat babies, but I have eaten babies. I have eaten veal. And I ordered it once at a fancy restaurant. It was okay. It was good. I don't think I didn't order it correctly. I did not realize how much fat was in veal. So I ordered it like I would order a steak, so rare. And I think with veal, because there's so much fat, you have to render it out. I should have ordered it as per what the dude said to order it, which was a medium rare. I ordered it like black and blue, like I ordered my steaks. So it was a terrible idea. But I've only had veal once. And I think there was something else that I ate, which technically if I had the crunchy balut, there's a baby in that. But not comfortable with eating babies. Yeah, I think I don't eat babies. But again, I think if it was put in front of me, I would still eat it. I don't want to be rude. If it's a cultural thing and I'm a guest in someone's home, yeah, I'd probably eat babies too. Wow, I think I could eat tiny octopus. The big ones I can't. Weird. I'm okay with horses, but draw the moral line at my friends, the octopody. Yeah, I'm sorry. I know you don't like it. You'll probably have to turn off stream if I cook an octopus on stream. But I will eventually use a pressure cooker and cook an octopus on stream. The small octopus, I don't know. They're fun. They're fine. Crunchy, not crummy. Crunchy, yeah, the crunchy one, yeah. Mine is tripe, but I'd revisit that. Not now. Tripe is, I love tripe. Oh my gosh, when tripe is in your pho, I don't know how y'all eat your pho, but the way I eat my pho is I don't fuck with the broth. I want the broth in its pure form. It's so good. I'll have a little dish off to the side, half hoisin sauce, half sriracha, and I'll take the different meats and I'll dip them in that sauce. And tripe that's been cooked and simmering or whatever in the pho broth, and then you take that tripe and you dip it in the hoisin sriracha. My mouth is filling with saliva. So good. I always get the kitchen sink pho where it's got tripe, tendon, all the meats, like that one that they always have that's like fucking everything is in it. That's my favorite one. I really like tendon and tripe in my pho. It's got such a fun texture, and it's just it's so much more entertaining than just having like steak or just thinly sliced beef in your pho. No, I like it with all the extra bits. So good. Yeah. Tripe is actually, I've never had tripe in a Spanish or Mexican style soup. It's a delicacy there too. I would eat that. I've just never made it myself, but I would totally do it. I have a modest proposal for you. Barry, you are going to say something modest. I'm shocked. All right. What is thy modest proposal? Also, I have to get this for my husband. That's pretty hot, but not too hot to burn me. All right. This is for Malin. All right. Do I want to yell down to him or do I want him to come up? Okay, I'm going to give him 2 waffles and I'll give him 2 he's not going to eat all of this, but I'm going to go give these to Malin real fast. I don't think he's coming up. He's in the middle of StarCraft. Okay, give me 2 seconds while I run this downstairs to my husband who's probably starving and eating his own arm. Are you hungry? Babe? You hungry? Chat made me make you waffles. You didn't eat them? Hey. Why not? Remember our story. It's my too slow. going to eat all of that. I gave him a pre-stream snack, and I noticed it's still sitting on his desk. He was playing too many video games. He didn't eat his pre-stream snack, so he is starving. I think he actually is going to eat both waffles and both muffins. Put that over there. Next batch. Next batch. There we go. Is chitterling's intestines? Have you washed? Oh wait. Is chitterling intestines? You have to wash that shit out. Could not eat it. I will say, prepping some of the. Okay. I can eat anything, but I can't necessarily cook anything. So would I cook horse? No. Would I cook monkey brains? No. I would not be able to prepare these foods, but I would eat them if they were prepared for me. So I will eat intestines. I don't think I could cook the intestines though. There's a difference between cooking something and eating it. I have the stomach to swallow anything. I do not have the stomach to cook some things. Yep. Real baby back ribs dripping with sauce. Wait, I have a modest proposal for you. Real baby back ribs dripping with sauce. Wait, but I don't understand. We've done that before. Were my previous dripping with sauce baby back ribs not saucy enough for you? I can do it again. I love baby back ribs. I think we have baby back ribs in the freezer. My friend says menuda is a great hangover food. I'm not sold. What is menuda? I don't actually know what that means. Is it tripe? Is it something along those? Greetings and salvations, nice normal family. What's up, Flesh? Welcome in. Nice to see you. How are you doing? We are a nice normal family. Totally normal. We're making cornbread right now. I'm guessing mostly for the shelter because I made way too much and I don't think my kid's gonna eat that much and definitely not my husband. So I think a lot of these are going to the shelter, which means we gotta figure out what we're making this week. We're doing brisket next week, I think. A barbecue brisket or a brisket with a homemade barbecue sauce as per Channel Point Redemption by Sean Luke. But I don't know what we're doing this week, but I'm still a bit not fully recovered. So I don't have a ton of energy, hence why we're making cornbread tonight. I don't have a ton of energy. So we gotta do something. What goes with cornbread? Besides baked beans. I don't know what goes with cornbread. Stomach to swallow anything. Nice, yeah, my husband says the same thing. I mean, you cooked a rabbit, didn't you? Yeah, I broke its back on stream. I felt really bad about that because people clipped it. I feel like that takes a stomach to do. Yeah, breaking down a rabbit was difficult. Breaking its back on stream, I felt really bad. I also broke the shit out of that crab that was squirming too much. When I was holding with the tongues, I think I cracked its back too. I feel really bad when I do that, but technically I did do it. Chitterlings are a long, involved process that so far I can tell was born of necessity, as many great foods do. Not a craving for intestines. It was around so long folks got used to it. It's a relic from slavery. Oh, I did not know that. Yeah, I think that I feel like a lot of comfort foods are similar to that, where they're born out of necessity, or the reason why Koreans eat so much spam, or it's like something that is very commonly put in kimchi jjigae. It's from World War II. That's the rations that they got from the military bases. And then they were like, well, let's make some use of it. Could you do a soup this week for the shelter? Maxie, I like that idea. What goes with cornbread, though? So when I think of cornbread, I think of something that's like tomato-y based, so the chili and stuff. But what is a different, like, I've done a tomato bisque before. That might go with cornbread. We've done chili, that obviously goes with cornbread. A beef stew, we got a lot of beef. We have like 3 cows worth of, well, not anymore, we ate some cows. But we have a lot of beef. We can do beef stew. You wanna do beef stew? Beef stew would go well with cornbread. What kind of beef stew? Beef stew still with the tomato based? Not based. Tomato basted? Tomatoes with beef in a stew would be fun. You can do that. Yeah, I like that. I like that idea the best. Yeah, we might have to do that. Here, let me write it on the fridge. Chowder of any kind goes with cornbread as well. Chowder. I like the idea of chowder as well. But we just did it. We did a potato chowder. Ooh, we could do 2. How many potatoes do I have? Whoa, not a lot. Okay, I have enough to do a small potato chowder or a small beef stew? We can do both. We'll write both down. I don't know which one we're gonna do. So you guys want to do feed the hungry this week, and we're doing cornbread. I just cleaned part of this fridge. Cornbread, beef stew, and potato chowder. Okay. I need to use up the potatoes. I don't think my husband's gonna be eating them in the future. But yeah, beef stew sounds good. I think we're gonna go beef stew, and I like the idea of using some sort of tomatoey base for it. So we can do obviously like tomato paste, but also throw in some diced tomatoes, or we can puree whole tomatoes from a can. We can do something like that. And then I don't know what flavor profile do we want to go. Do we want to go like Italian? Do we want to go Korean? I don't know. So many options. So many options. I need my chicky chick. Chicky chick herd. Yeah, we'll have to. I can also clean out the go downstairs to the pantry and see what we have lots of surplus of, and try to figure out from there. Mod Podge stew. Interesting idea. We could do belated Guinness stew. Maybe we should make Guinness stew. Ooh, I think we should do Guinness stew. You guys want Guinness stew? My husband wanted it for St. Patrick's Day, but I didn't make it. And it goes really well with cornbread. So I think a rich Guinness stew would be really good. We have soup bones too downstairs, beef soup bones, so we could actually make the beef broth from scratch. If we do that, we have to start tomorrow if we want it done by Wednesday. Yeah. Mexican flavored slow cooked beef would also be good, Plush Viking. I like that idea as well. What are some of the flavors and ingredients in a Mexican one? Is it a bunch of chilies that I don't own? Because I feel like my biggest problem with making Mexican food is I never have all the damn dried chilies. Beef tongue stew. Okay, so I like that idea of doing the beef tongue stew. I have a hard time giving beef tongue or beef heart to the shelter. Granted, I have a ton of extra beef heart and beef tongue, and I would love for the people at the shelter to help me eat it. But the problem is, I don't think they're gonna want to eat it. Like, even my own friends and family don't want to eat it, and I don't think it's right. Or I don't want to give them something that they're eating because they're starving and they have nothing else to eat, and that's the only reason why they're stomaching it. That makes me feel bad. I want people who are like, oh yeah, I'll try some weird shit with you, let's go. So I'll save that for some of my friends who like eating, unique foods with me. But if I'm feeding the shelter, I usually go for comfort meals so that when they eat it, it makes them happy and comforted, as opposed to I'm eating this crazy chick's random ass food as she cooked it on the internet. Yeah. Pulled pork. Yeah, we did pulled pork before. I'm down for doing it again. Pulled pork goes really well with cornbread. Can you do pulled pork stew? Huh? Like shredded pork in a tomato base, sweet barbecue-y flavored stew with potatoes, maybe? I've never had a pulled pork stew before, but I kind of think that'd be a fun idea. Usually when I have any leftover meat, especially if it's got some sauce on it or well seasoned, I usually turn it into a stew. Yeah, I'm queen of turning random ass leftovers into a stew. That sounds kind of fun. I do pulled pork stew. I had waffles and ice cream with cranberry sauce this evening. I was in a quick and odd dessert move. No tongue though. Yeah, no tongue. I would not put my tongue with that. If I had beef tongue, I would not put it in your dessert. That would be sketch. Salisbury steak all day. Yeah, Salisbury steak would be good. Salisbury steak is using ground beef, right? Because the chicken fried steak uses the cubed beef. I think that's right. I haven't made a Salisbury steak in a long ass time. Wait, we can make Salisbury's. Wait, are you saying cornbread goes with Salisbury steak? I think you might be right. You want to do mashed potatoes, Salisbury steak, and cornbread? Ooh, that's a good idea. Okay, I'm going to write that down too. I really like that, Barry, because we have tons of ground beef, and we got cornbread, and we got the potatoes to make mashed potatoes. All right, we'll try that one too. We'll do Salisbury steak with cornbread and mashed potatoes. Mashed taters. And the cool thing is that Salisbury steak is usually served with a gravy on top of the steak, if I'm not mistaken. Mistaken. And then that same gravy could be used for the mashed potatoes as well. Pulled pork stew is great. Also, pulled pork pizza. Oh, hell yeah, pulled pork pizza. Let's go. Definitely. God, like, pretty much any barbecue on a pizza is delicious. And then you barbecue said barbecue pizza, even better. Oh, yeah. Oh, I'm so down for that. Oh, steak on your pizza. Barbecue chicken on your pizza. Pulled pork on your pizza. Like, everything on your pizza. Pizza's great. Yeah, it's not fair to sneak it in, even though it's perfectly fine to... Yeah, exactly. It's the same thing as when I did it to my husband. He's eating it. He liked the flavor, but it kind of made him uncomfortable while he was eating it. He was a little confused because he's like, why does this have a funny texture? Then in a tiny back of his mind, he's like, is this bad? Like, is this beef bad? Like, why is it so weird? And it was only when I told him I snuck in beef tongue that he's like, oh, that's why. And he was not thrilled about it when he found out. I don't want the shelter to go through that. So if my husband can taste it when I put it in, then pretty much everyone else at the shelter is also going to be able to taste it, so I don't want to do that to them. Oh, roasted potato sounds good right now. Oh, Max, you should get some of that. I just did roasted potatoes for, I think we did that last year with the shelter, or last week with the shelter. I did chili cheese corn dogs, because we had a whole bunch of leftover hot dog buns from my husband's birthday barbecue thingy with friends. And then I made chili, and there's some roasted potatoes. And then there was something else too. Oh, I also gave them the rest of the carrot cake muffins that we made. And then I think I also gave them a bag of cookies that we made. But yeah, pretty much all stream leftovers go there. As long as there's like a substantial amount. If it's only like 2 servings, I won't bother them with that. Unless they're really fucking delicious servings. And 2 people get lucky and get to eat that. I still think the craziest thing we've done at the shelter was the time that we made pho for like 35 people. That to this day is the most ridiculous thing I've ever done. To individually portion all those out, and to get the logistics of having it all hot and served warm, that was like the most stressful week we've ever done. But that was also like the best week we got, because we got a lot of compliments on no one has ever donated pho to the shelter before, and no one has ever donated a homemade pho to the shelter before. And so they were really happy about that. It was just a lot of work. I don't know if I want to do it again. That was also a Channel Point redemption from, I think technically that was Sabrina's Channel Point redemption. Euro meat, best pizza top. You know what? I'm down for that. I'm totally down. I think I had a Euro pizza, but I think if I remember correctly, it had some sort of like creamy sauce instead of a marinara sauce, and it was absolutely delicious. Hey, it's my hubbies. How was the foodsies?
Tasty, I couldn't eat all that.
You can eat all the chili? Did you eat all the cornbread stuff?
Oh, yeah.
Oh my god, he did eat it all. I was like, I don't know if he's going to eat 2 pancakes and 2 muffins. He ate it all. I gave you a huge portion, though. That was like 20 ounces of chili. I'm surprised you ate as much as you did. How goes StarCraft? You look a little cranky. Did you lose? Are you watching replays?
No, it's World Cup. Yeah, no, it's like 10 and 4. So.
If we end stream early, do you want to watch the Batman movie that came out on HBO Max tonight?
Sure. Okay.
When would you be done with your stuff?
You gonna lay down now?
Oh, okay. Let me do this last batch and cut up a cantaloupe, and I'll meet you upstairs. I got a hot date, y'alls. With my husband. Yeah, let's go watch Batman. So Armageddon is waiting for you to, what was it? Eat crow when you have to say Robert Pattinson did a good job as Batman. And the movie that we laughed so hysterically at the cast when we first read it turned out to be a good movie. He's waiting for you to eat crow.
It's gonna have to go. Like, the standard I have is ridiculously high for this movie.
For everything in your damn life.
Yeah. I don't know.
You be picky? Have high
We'll
standards?
see how it goes.
What?
I don't know about eating crow. But
he's nicknamed the Russian
who was the
judge.
director of this one?
The same dude who did Planet of the Apes. I don't know his name, but I saw that when I was looking